it's Karen Roberts, and it's time for another edition of Take a Minute Thursday. We are continuing our series on divorce planning with Lori Barkus, who is a divorce attorney with us. Last week, we talked about hiring an attorney and hiring the right attorney for you. If you missed that, please visit our YouTube channel at the Emerald Financial Group to watch that episode. But stay tuned for this one because we're going to talk about my favorite thing, creating a plan. Yes, I am just a planner by nature, and when you're going to get divorced, you need a plan. But let me have Lori kind of introduce herself real quick in case you haven't met her yet.
Thank you, Karen. And again, it's a pleasure to be back here. I'm Lori Barkus, and I'm an attorney who helps women divorce without getting screwed. And how I came about doing that was after about 20 years of practice, I revamped my practice model to take into account the things that were working and the things that weren't. And one of the things I became very aware of is that women are not well represented in the divorce process. A lot of times they are talked down to, or they're represented by attorneys who don't understand their special situations and unique challenges. So my firm, Sustainable Family Solutions, focuses on women and helping women find solutions to their divorce situation that are still fair and still protect their children.
I love that because as a financial advisor and financial planner, I really want to work with women pre-divorce so that they understand what they're doing. And so many women don't understand money either. So Lori and I kind of have the same mission, different arenas, same mission, right? Educating women one woman at a time.
Absolutely.
So let's talk divorce. Okay, I want the divorce, but I don't understand our financial picture. Many clients come up and say that. Can I just file and just mediate and be done?
That is very common, all of the above, to not understand the financial picture, which can be scary and overwhelming. But remember, you're not alone on that. My caution, a lot of times people want to jump to mediation, even mediation without lawyers, to be done, to avoid a terrible court battle or avoid the unpleasantness of this. I would hesitate to do that too quickly without understanding your rights, your responsibilities, and what the picture should look like. Because going in without that, I've seen people make terrible agreements. I've seen people get pressured into agreements or even make agreements that don't provide for them, where they're not going to be okay, which is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure that you have a plan and don't just jump into, oh, well, we want to divorce as friends and I'll just sign off. Don't do that. Make sure you have someone look at it. So again, as a financial planner, I love the plan concept because without a plan, how do you ever know that you succeeded? So I guess I'm going to ask you, how do you create a plan for a divorce, especially when the spouse is out of their mind crazy with what they want? So how do you manage your own expectations in your own plan?
Absolutely. And we do work with a lot of people who have spouses who they describe as crazy or very irrational or difficult to deal with. We start with a very detailed intake. And to get all the background information, not just financial and information about your kids in general, but also about you, about what the struggles are, what the trigger points are. My intake is about 10 pages long. It's not easy to get through, but yeah, it's very detailed. It's important. And we do a very thorough analysis to understand as much of the picture as we can. Sometimes we can't get that whole financial picture, as you said. So a lot of times we may need to bring in a financial planner, such as yourself, to work with the client, but at least we've identified what we need. And we also, we create a plan for what are our next steps, or if we can, here's what our picture looks like. And also, here's how you're going to handle the emotional aspects of divorce, because that is what will derail. When your client, when your spouse has a crazy episode, what are we going to do? What are you going to do when you hit that moment of being afraid or angry? What are your support resources? We create a very comprehensive plan so that we we kind of avoid a lot of the pitfalls before they happen, or at least anticipate them and have a plan for what to do. Because like you, Karen, we love to plan.
I love that. And again, any of my clients know I'm a planner. My husband jokes because we always have a 5-year plan. It changes. We rarely ever live out the 5-year plan, but we always have a 5-year plan. And I've been that way since I was, I don't know, knee high to the ground. So that's awesome. So thank you so much, Lori, for really talking about creating a plan, kind of dealing with the spouse, but maintaining your own space and identity in this process. Next week is going to be our final talk on divorce, and we're going to talk about how do you support yourself going through the divorce process, because you cannot be one woman on an island going through a divorce. So again, if you missed any of our subject on divorce or any of our other Take a Minute Thursdays, please go to our YouTube channel, Emerald Financial Group, or our website, emerald-financialgroup.com, and please watch them. And we will see you guys next week. Have a great week.
Thank you.